Grace, what are you seeing on scene in Greensboro right now?
This is the biggest problem spot that we've seen so far today, Tim. This is on Regents Park Lane. This large tree was brought down by winds earlier this afternoon. Neighbors tell me they're pretty surprised that this was brought down already. They didn't feel like the gusts were that strong, but as you can see, it doesn't take much sometimes to bring down what can seem like very sturdy trees. This did land on a townhome unit. We're told by a neighbor that someone lives there, but luckily no one was inside at the time, so that's the good news. Now, Greensboro Fire Department did say there is significant roof damage to that unit, so whoever lives there, unfortunately, not going to be coming home to something they would want to see. But luckily, like I said, no one injured at this point, and neighbors told me that they really hope that that's the way this stays, that, you know, damage like this is few and far between, but the most important thing is that people continue to stay safe.
Glad everyone was safe. Thank you so much, Grace. We're going to check in with WFMY News 2's Amber Lake, who's also live in Greensboro with an update on businesses without power. Amber.
Hey guys, we're out here on Wendover Avenue off of Piedmont Parkway, where earlier today a tree fell on some power lines, causing a pretty large power outage in this area. In fact, all of these businesses behind me did not have power, but just moments ago, the power thankfully was restored. And outages are starting to pop up more frequently, according to Duke Energy, and it's expected with the wind gusts that we've been seeing. Now, as Duke Energy worked to restore power in this area, we saw tree crews out here as well. Duke Energy told me they have about 11,000 workers across the state ready for this storm. 6,500 are line workers ready to restore power, and the rest are tree crews. Trees are a big issue in our area, so Duke Energy has to work closely with these companies after assessing the damage.
And then we'll coordinate with tree crews that are working in pods around the area. They can come in and then do the removal of the tree or whatever needs to be done. And at that point, then we will bring in either overhead crews that will repair the line. We may need to bring in digging crews that can come in and place new poles or work on underground lines.
Now, power outages remain a concern right now and into the night. And so if you have power now, make sure that you're charging your phones and anything else that needs to be charged just in case you lose power. NCDOT has said that they are also seeing very little issues today, that they're patrolling the area and they're ready to help when needed.
Amber, thank you. Triad cities want you to know who to call if you need to report down lines or trees in your community. Pull out your phone, take a picture of your screen here. If you're in Greensboro, call the city's contact center. That number is 336-373-2489. Winston-Salem officials recommend calling 331. They've enacted round-the-clock staff this weekend.